Why do JavaScript while loops go infinite? Imagine writing a simple loop to count from 1 to 10, but it keeps running forever. Frustrating, right? That's what happens when a JavaScript while loop becomes infinite. Let's uncover why this happens and how to prevent it. A while loop runs as long as its condition is true. Before each cycle, JavaScript checks if the condition is still met. If it is, the code inside runs again. If not, the loop stops. The key is making sure the condition eventually turns false. One common reason for infinite loops is forgetting to change the condition inside the loop. For example, if you start with a variable like let count is equal to 0 and write while count 5, but never increase count, the condition stays true forever. The loop keeps running because count remains 0. Another reason is using a condition that is always true. Writing while true creates an infinite loop because the condition never becomes false unless you add a break statement inside the loop. It's like telling JavaScript to run forever unless you tell it to stop. Logical mistakes also cause infinite loops. For instance, using an assignment operator instead of a comparison operator. Writing while count is equal to 5 assigns 5 to count every time, which is always true, so the loop runs endlessly. Always double-check your comparison operators like is equal to or is equal to is equal to is equal to. External factors can also lead to infinite loops. If your condition depends on user input or external data that never updates, the loop might never end. For example, waiting for a user to click a button that never happens will keep the loop running. Forgetting to increment or decrement counters inside the loop is another common mistake. If you have let index is equal to 0 and while index 10, but don't change index inside, the condition stays true. Always remember to update your variables to eventually make the condition false. To avoid infinite loops, always include code inside the loop that changes the condition variables. Double-check your condition logic to ensure it can become false. Avoid while true unless you have a clear way to break out of the loop with a break statement. If your loop depends on user input or external events, add safeguards like timeouts or maximum iterations to prevent endless running. Using console logs or debugging tools helps you see how variables change during each loop cycle. Mastering how while loops work and understanding the importance of the condition is essential in JavaScript. Properly managing the loop's condition ensures your code runs smoothly without freezing or crashing. Keep your condition changing, and your loops will run just as you intend.